So the future of Abarth.
Another foundering car, and today we will discuss the new Abarth, the 595. No, the Abarth 500 electric. And I'm now from an Abarth 595C Turismo with the MTA transmission and stage 1 tune. It's a 173 horsepower and 310 Newton meters of torque. And the exhaust system is a record monster, as you can hear. The thing is, the new Abarth specs are 155 horsepower and 235 Newton meters of torque. So horsepower is up compared to the Fiat 500e, but Newton meters are only slightly up. It appears to be only 50 Newton meters up. So, in other words, it appears that there is not that much done compared to the Fiat 500e, especially in the torque department. Whereas normally an Abarth is a lot more torquey than the regular Fiat is. The weight will be the same, or I think even higher, because they have bigger disc brakes, etc. than the Fiat 500e. With the biggest battery capacity, because they also get that big battery capacity. So there will be in excess of 1300 kilograms. So in other words, this 1045 kilograms, and it's also a convertible, and will be over 30% heavier. So that brings you to a problem, and there are some problems to take into consideration. One is that you have a car that's a lot more weighty, whereas this came standard from factory with 160 horsepower. They claim, in reality, when I did the tune, it was about 150, 155-ish pre-tune, and now 173. And it is a lot lighter. Also, it had 230-ish Newton meters of torque and now 310 Newton meters of torque. So you will get an easy upgrade that you have this tunability, and the Abarthisti are tuning enthusiasts. And at this moment, I don't know if there is tuning potential yet for the electric engine. I know that it will come in the future, of course. But till that time, you're stuck with this 155, 230-ish Newton meter configuration, 155 horsepower, and a car that is in the past was quite light. You had a lightweight hothatch in the case of the Abarth, and now you have 1300 plus kilograms to haul around, and it's still quite light compared to other electric cars. So that's a problem. More weight and less power. It is the 500 Abarth, so I will reckon they will also bring out a 595 and 695 variety in the future, which will have more horsepower, of course. But so far it is not the case. They do say that it is quicker than the Mini Cooper SE, so the electric version of the Mini. I have two thoughts about that. One is the Mini has 184 horsepower, something like that, or 180 at least, and also a little bit more torque, and weighs similar. So it's quite a feat that they are a little bit faster. So either Mini had limited real performance, or Abarth is exaggerating, and I think the latter could be the case. Could also be that Abarth has a more clever traction control or something else than to deal with it of 0 to 100. But please take it into consideration. The Mini will offer less range, so that's a plus for the Abarth, and that could also really be a plus for you, because you have a longer range instead of that you have to charge all the time. So that's a good thing. There are also some things that are not so good. and that is the price. The price is higher than that of the Mini. The Mini is a bigger car to begin with. To justify that a little bit, I really liked the interior of the Abarth 500e. I really liked that plush velvety look that they have. Price is absurd in my opinion, especially because the specs are not that much up as compared to the regular Fiat 500 with the bigger battery. But yeah, hey, it is what it is. It could be that there will be some change in the future. Another thing that really strikes me is they now have all the sound engineering, and that's nice of course, but yeah, nothing beats a real gasoline powered Abarth. That's the real sound Abarth should be making, so that's the drawback. Another drawback to consider is that you will have the range of 18 liters of gasoline Abarth, and the total amount of liters you can add to a gasoline powered Abarth is about 30, so it's a little bit over half the range that you could get with the regular internal combustion engine Abarth, so that's a big drawback still. Another thing to consider is that the cost of ownership will be lower with the electric Abarth, because the electric engine will need far less maintenance. Also the cost to refill it will be less, because normally electricity will cost less than gasoline, so that could also be a benefit for you. But there are some drawbacks as well, of course. Higher cost of ownership with the startup, because it costs more to make. Another thing to consider is that you have a car that is less agile. It will not sound as nice, and that's a big plus of Abarth, even sounding better than the Mini Cooper S John Cooper works in my opinion. It also sounds excellent. And you will have the drawback of a car that will be almost unattainable for many on a normal budget. But that being said, regular Abarths are also overpriced to the limit. I think for a regular Abarth you will also now pay over 30,000 euros, perhaps even 33. That's insane, and that's because of the tax laws in the Netherlands, that you have something that is more consuming, then you also have to pay more, so that's not a good thing. The electric engine will give you instantaneous response, so in the city it might be a nicer car. It also has a longer wheelbase and is wider, so will feel a lot more mature. But it's also a drawback, because the Abarth was never about sophistication, it was immature fun. So I hope this helps. Out.